Jason Whitlock. You went on his show a few months back, and he kind of talked about Deion and Coach Prime and the Athlon Sports thing, and he had an interesting take, and I want you to kind of react to it and give your piece to it. Take a listen here.
Now there's starting to be cracks in terms of people actually reporting and talking about what's going on at Colorado. Deion had a honeymoon period last year where everybody in the media was afraid of him and afraid to be called racist, and so they just ignored everything. Now I don't think it's going to be as easy to ignore, and starting out and a good undefeated start is the best and probably the only protection Deion Sanders has at this point. If they lose 2 or 3 games before November, I think the reporting is just going to come out and people are going to start talking about what's been going on in Colorado and what type of environment Deion has set up in Colorado, and it won't be pretty.
I'm tired of listening to him. Look, it's just another. All right. I want to go on this fat fuck show just to put him in his place at this point. The first time I was just going on to see what it was like. Now I want to drop a nuclear bomb on his show. What the fuck? This is more jargon. What is going on at CU? Prove it.
Yes.
Where are all the guns? Where are the arrests? Where are the drug dealers? Where are all the fucking bad guys? Give me a fucking break with this. Look, I didn't really understand how much of a fucking tool Whitlock was, and that's on me. But I understand it now. I totally get it. This guy's a fucking clown, dog. And it's just, I can't believe that so many of these journalists all over the country have the audacity to just run with all this shit, and it's not substantiated in any way, shape, or form. I'm driving into work this morning, listening to 104.3, and there's every host is like, how dare you, Deion, get on some guy that works in the media. How dare that's so unprofessional. How dare you? I mean, it's like, again, what did I say yesterday? If you're part of the media, you got to fucking cup the balls. Well, this is the reason I don't work in corporate media, dog, because I refuse to cut balls. I'm not doing that shit. I don't need my motherfucking livelihood isn't wrapped up in the narrative you set that I have to spew on your fucking corporate radio station. The worst part about all this is Whitlock's not even corporate. He's just a fucking jerk off.
He's not
even being told this. He just comes up with this crazy
whatever
shit.
He wants. Yeah.
Where does he come up with it? Where does everyone come up with this? Like what? Where all the reports that are going to come out? There's enough people that hate CU and hate Coach Prime already, where the reports would have already came out. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Yeah. When they lose 2 or 3 games before November? There's only 4 fucking games in November. If they're going into November and they're 5-3 and they have 4 games to play in November to finish potentially 9-3, 8-4, I'm going to be doing fucking jumping jacks, dog. That's a great fucking year coming off 1-11 and 4-8.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Jason Whitlock is the epitome of what's wrong with fucking sports media, homie. This guy is a fucking toolbox. I don't regret going on his show. I would like to go on it again just to fucking yell at him and set the record straight here. But again, what am I going to say to him? Like, prove it? Where are your facts? You have nothing substantiated. Where are all these people that are going to come out with stories? That's just it. It's all a bunch of stories. None of it's rooted in fact whatsoever. So I am 100% Coach Prime on this bullshit. I think the media knows that they can fucking say something negative and it'll blow up. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between constructively criticizing play and what they need to do and improve and going after the man and his family and the fucking program and all the culture and all that shit. Give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, Whitlock and the dude that Chad and the dude yesterday, I can't remember the name of that show, but it's one thing after another. It's like if you don't like Coach Prime and what he stands for, you're going to find something to hate on the guy about. Mm-hmm. And then you can use social media to go out and spew your bullshit. So I'm over it, dog. This is again, it's more gasoline. It's more nuclear fluid on the fucking fire. Like, just keep dumping it on CU because they are going to open up the war chest on your ass here pretty soon. The entire country is going to have to feel it. And look, if they lose a game, they lose a game. It's not the end of the fucking world because they lose a game.
Yeah, that's the
like, come on. Like, if they lose 3 games by November, shut the fuck up, Whitlock. Like, come on, man. If they lose 3 games by November, the wheels are going to fall off. If they're 5-3 going into November, the wheels are going to fall off. Shut up, Jason.
That doesn't make
Whitlock, I mean, come on, dog. Take the fucking hoagie out of your mouth and stop with this bullshit. You sound fucking stupid as usual.
And he seems to have such a negative connotation to Colorado. He's had multiple former players on his show. He's had,
anything that he can do to paint a negative light, he will do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And
look, I didn't understand why people had such a problem with it. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's because I had like a cordial conversation with the guy. I disagree with him on a lot of shit, but mm-hmm. this is him. This is like vindictive almost on his point.
Yeah.
Like I hope that somebody goes on there and sets them straight. And if it needs to be me, I'll do it. But that's fucking bullshit, dude. Like all of this is unsubstantiated fucking trash that you're just spewing. Like at some point, somebody's gonna call him on his bullshit, and it's me. Jason, you are full of shit, homie. You have nothing to stand on here. All of your fucking sources are anonymous cowards. None of them are going to fucking stand up and say any of this because they know it's all lies. Mm-hmm. You guys take fucking parts of stories and run with them and make it like it's the end all be all and it's the only narrative that counts. And that's just not true. And it's not the way that it's supposed to work. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry, but in today's media world, you got to really, really cipher through all the bullshit, folks. And unfortunately, he is as full of shit as it comes. And remember, Super chats and subs are open. We appreciate any support. Nick needs new shoes, and we're rolling here on 0 to 60. Fuck Bailey for not having much of a show on deck. We sure did kick ass.
Yeah, that was pretty good. My last thing on Whitlock is, what is he gonna say when Colorado wins? He's 60% of what he just said was off the field. What is he gonna say then?
Well, he didn't say shit last year when they started 3-0, 4-2. Mm-hmm. He started in when they blew the Stanford game.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the cracks in the Stanford game plan I remember him saying it, are just like the cracks in the foundation of the program. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Like, shut the fuck up, Jason. Like, come on, man. This is my thing with Whitlock. I've never heard him support anyone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone. Any fucking buddy. The only thing that supports Jason is his push-up bra.
Yeah, he does have if you listen to him talk, when he talks about sports and certain topics in sports specifically, he's very negative. So you do have a point as to why isn't he's very negative. He don't talk good about nobody, especially Dion. And he's clearly has his own agenda with Dion. Whether they win or lose, he's still going to talk.
Right, you got a Whitlocker here defending him.
Okay. Just because he had Warren Sapp on does not dismiss what Whitlock says.
Well, look, he said that they would lose. They finished 4-8. It is what it is. The easiest thing in the world is to sit there and just point the finger and say, oh, look, it's all negative. When it's not. 4-8 last year was 6 games by 1 score. I'm telling you, I went to damn near every game the 1-11 season. The 4-8 team and the 1-11 team, this wasn't even the same. It's not even the same fucking stratosphere. Mm-hmm. To say that they didn't improve just because the win-loss record isn't 6-6 or 7-5, which it easily could have been if they get 1 or 2 calls go their way, okay, or don't make 1 or 2 calls. And again, are you losing or learning? CU learned a lot last year. Yeah. Everybody that lingers on the losses, you are a loser. All you can do is linger on losses. You have to learn to win, and that requires you to lose.
True.
So I think the best thing that could have happened to the team last year, and Shador and Travis and Shiloh and Coach Prime and everyone else, is this, a humbling 4-8, where you got to look at yourself in the mirror and go, we got to get better. We got to find better players. We got to do things differently. And we've got to fucking rally the troops and really, and close and everybody shoulder to shoulder. And then we'll face outward and fight the world. And that's what, not only are you playing North Dakota State, you're playing North Dakota State and the rest of the country that hates you. So I'm serious. It's Colorado versus fucking everybody. It's Buffaloes versus the world, bro. And that's just the way you're going to have to go in Boulder from now on.